Julia had chosen to just ignore the fact that she had a wet, poopy diaper and her mother seemed fine doing the same. It took another 20 minutes to finish off the list, and a trip back to aisle 12 for some tomato paste they missed, and then they checked out. Julia hadn't exactly forgotten about her diaper situation, but sitting down in the car certainly reminded her that she needed to be changed. When they got home, they unloaded the car and then her mother insisted that they put everything away. After the last item went into the pantry, Shirley turned to Julia. "Well, now that that's all taken care of, I guess it's your turn. Let's go change your diaper." Julia's school day went by fast. She had a math test, which she felt confident had gone very well. On her way to her fist class after lunch, she saw Sam from D Club and said hello. They chatted briefly, they apparently were both heading in the same direction, and then said goodbye when Sam turned a corner to head off to her class. Julia's diaper was pretty wet at that point, so she took the hall pass and saw Mrs. Bernard for a change. On the way back to class, she thought she saw a face she recognized from D Club walking in the direction of the office. It was a guy and she didn't remember his name, but Julia was pretty sure he had been at the lunch meeting. He didn't see her though. When Julia got home, she said hello to her mother and grabbed a snack. She then went in the living room to watch some TV. She hadn't even gotten the TV turned on before her mother popped in. "Hang on a second, honey," Shirley said as she walked up to Julia. Her mother gave her a look and Julia preemptively took her pants down. Her mother placed a hand on Julia's rear end, moved her hand around a tiny bit and said, "Yeah, I thought so. Let's go change your diaper quick before you get settled." "Really?" Julia asked in minor disbelief. The words just came right out before any thought process occurred. And while the words stopped coming out, Julia did continue talking to herself. "I really need a new diaper. When did that happen?" She remembered the last time she had been changed, back in Mrs. Bernard's office. But she could not remember anything happening that would require a diaper change since then. Shirley was still looking at her, and after a few seconds she spoke up. "Yeah, really," she said out loud. With her eyes and face, Shirley said, "Did you think I was joking?" Julia paused for another second and her mother rolled her eyes and said, "Come on, let's go," and with that she turned and left, heading for the stairs. As soon as her mother turned the corner and was out of sight, Julia quickly checked her own diaper. Mother was right, it was wet, she learned. That's weird. Well, it's not like I pooped my pants and didn't notice. I must have just forgotten about it or something. Julia turned and headed off after her mother. By the time Julia got to her room, her mother had already set the baby wipes on the changing table and was in the process of grabbing a new diaper. Julia caught a glimpse at the shelf and noticed that there were only a couple diapers left. The second box must finally be running out. Wow. Well, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, Julia said to herself. It has been, a week since the last case had run out. How long have I been wearing diapers now? She thought about it quickly and did the math. Close to 2 weeks.